And yes, hello. Well, yes, I know I'm a couple of minutes early, but the music ran out. I need to fix that. I've been messing around with the intros and outros and all the credits and things, but yeah, we're here. We're live. Welcome to Wednesday night. It's the German Land-Wasser-Schlepper early type, the tank boat. Yes. Just good evening. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, we've been sorting things out, so we'll get round to it. But a few minutes early, I don't think you'll mind if I'm here, just giving you a few minutes of my time, all for free, as such. But anyway, welcome. There's lots of you in. I know there was lots of you all in waiting earlier on. Well, we'll go and say hello to you all first, I guess. I'm trying to be a little bit more chilled out this evening because everything's going all right and nothing's broken down. And I thought I'd lost the stream about 2 minutes after I started it, but it wasn't. It was just my phone was buffering on Wi-Fi. But we all seem to be running and up. All in order. So anyway, and the first thing I've got to do is change from top chat to live chat so I can see everything that's happening. Then we go back up to the top and see who was in. And now I think one or two people were in so early they've actually dropped off the end now and gone and come back. But I've got the first one on my list as William Raybo. Good evening to you. He was first, he says. So it must be right. Yes, he can't have fallen off the end yet. Then Lynn was in after that. Hi Lynn, how's life across the ocean? Ghost Rider, good evening. Hi Ghost, says Lynn. Wendy Hickson, good evening Wendy. How are you? Still knitting and crocheting and doing all that. Yeah. Fox is in. Telling Lynn to look in the store. Yeah. Lynn, Gemma, hi Gemma, good evening to you. Fester Collins in, hi Colin. Sorry, I didn't get around to, I was meaning to come back and have a look at your live stream this afternoon, but I got tied up with other things, fixing the stove and putting new glass in the stove so we could have a fire that just doesn't burn itself to death. So yeah, we're all nice and warm and cozy now. Stove all fixed, so we've got that. Hope you had a good afternoon. Back to Wendy. Then me, I came in. Yes, so it wasn't that long ago. Edward's in. Good evening to you. Gemma, got Gemma. Frankie goes to Hobbywood. Good evening, Frank. Candygram from Uncle. Hello to you. Lynn. Behemel Works. Have I seen you lot before? Yeah, you were probably all in. All the other, yeah, Wednesday night, it's quite a busy day on a Wednesday, isn't it? Everybody's doing live stream, so we'll keep you entertained. Your midweek entertainment on hump day. Yes, we're getting over the hump into the rest of the week. Edwin Leonard said his new stove is all installed. I guess you mean a stove as a cooker, not a stove as a fire like I've just fixed, because his wife wants him to cook. His wife wants me to cook her something. Go on, yes. And when you cooked it, come back and tell us all about what it is, what you cooked, because we do belly and bench. Everybody's channel does belly and bench. Yes. Then we go down to me again. Edward said he's thinking of cooking a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Good, yes, good idea. Keep it simple, keep it safe, keep it simple, and you'll be rewarded. Fox says, hi Fester, hi Wendy, hi Skipper, and everybody else that knows him and loves him. Now where's the chat gone? It's just jumped so much. Then because I clicked over to live chat, it's now welcome me into the chat. Paul Lines, evening. Everybody saying good evening to each other. Scaly Models, hi Dad, how are you? Plastic Monkey, Qualos, yes, everybody's coming in. As you see, we've gone live now. It's clicked over, the clock's ticked over, and YouTube is telling everybody that I'm now live on Skipper Scale Models. So everybody's coming in. Now, hopefully you could hear me, because Fox had me messing about with the microphone earlier on, and I hope it's taken all the background noise off. So hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. I'm not shouting or anything else, but it's all coming through. Athol says, evening Ted, I'm here belly full and it's 60 degrees and heating is not even on. Oh, so I'm stealing heat from others below me. God, yeah, if only. Well, we've had a horrendous rain. It's rained all day, non-stop. Yeah, so I was going to go for a walk. I was going to put my waterproofs on and go out for a walk, but then I got talking to Fox and Chris and Colin and everybody else, and it just didn't happen. Then the postman came with a glass for the fire, so I fixed that. So yep, it didn't happen. Mike is right good now, says Fox. Thank you very much. We've got it sorted. Just not dirty thumbs. Of course. I've just not, yeah, a dirty thumb. That's because I was working with the fire and all. It's probably ingrained soot. Yeah, you know what that's like. You can't get it out. Lynn says, loud and clear. Good. With the fajitas good, I thought, says Lynn. So, yeah. I can't hear you, Ted. Do you think I should take my fingers out my ears? La, 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 la. Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, so good. Yes, so we're going to get on with this tonight. Yeah, if you happen to see me on the Sunday show when I did the Warhammer, I was nearly said Baneblade then, but when I did the Sunday show, you'll have seen that I was cleaning the airbrush out, because last time when I sprayed this, I didn't clean the airbrush out. I forgot all about it until I was at the bench on Sunday. And now, yeah, after I finished with you on Sunday, you may have seen on my Facebook page a couple of little railway trucks that I'd finished weathering, and I sprayed some varnish on. And hang on. Yep, and oops, knocked the wobbly, it's wobbly cam. So yes, I sprayed, there we go, I sprayed some coal trucks, and after I sprayed the coal trucks I varnished them, and I forgot to clean the varnish out. Yeah, I did it again. I cleaned that one on Sunday, and now I come up here on Wednesday, because I was up here, I was even up here for the E-Models show on Monday, and I didn't realise it was still full of varnish. So I've got to clean that one now. It's getting a habit, this. I think I'll borrow Colin's idea and put some sticky notes up. Yeah, clean the airbrush. So let's just clear the wobbly cam. But yeah. There we go. We're back. There we are. Yeah. So that, yeah, it's getting a habit. So fortunately, it's just waterborne varnish. So I'll just go and soak it in some hot water, and that should do the job. Then I'll give it a field strip and clean it with some IPA. So that'll do. Where are we up to in the chat? Oops, wobbly cam. Yes, it's because the tripod is down here and the camera comes up on an arm and things like that, so that you can see what I can see, and you can get in on the action. Yeah, but I can't do anything about the reflection from the light. I could do some. Yeah, I can't do anything about reflection of light, but I'll just move the box. Anyway, where we go? Fox, I thought the stem stern of the Land-Wasser-Schlepper was actually the bow, like on the box art. So I'm a bit disappointed that that's the back. Yeah, that's the back. That's the blunt bit, the stern. The sharp bit, that bit, that there. Can you not see the sharp bit? Yeah, the bow, stern, sharp, blunt, easy. So we'll put this down here, and then in a moment, I'll take the box. I'll take the top off the box, and then it's not as it's not as much box rattling as we go through the evening, he says. So next, the important bit. The next important bit is this. What are we drinking tonight? Well, I had a little gift delivered, and my ice is melting. Yeah, I had a little gift delivered yesterday. This here tonight is Hague Club whiskey. I don't know if you've seen Hague Club advertised on the TV. It's sponsored by that footballer guy. Is it David Beckham? He married Posh Spice. I think it was him. It's not a single malt, as you can probably tell because it's got loads of cork in this one. It's not a single malt. It's a single grained malt, which is quite different from a single malt. The whiskey itself is very nice. It's much smoother. It's much sweeter than a single malt. It doesn't have the peatiness or anything. It suggests that the Hague Club is a beginner's drink. If you're new to whiskey, you could start off on a Hague Club, but I've mixed it. It's also advertised as being one of these drinks that you can make into a cocktail or mix it and make it a long drink. You can actually drink it with tonic. So if you're drinking gin and tonic, you can have Hague Club and tonic. This is whiskey, Hague whiskey, with a very nice, just standard full fat cork, and it brings it out. It's tasting now of vanilla and caramel, and it's got a nice sort of lingering taste. But you can chill it. It's really nice cold, cold cork, some ice cubes which have melted. It's really nice. So yeah. So if you're beginning to whiskey, I thought it was a little bit like Jack Daniel's, but Jack Daniel's is a different brew again. That's a Tennessee whiskey, isn't it? A bourbon. But this is a single malt. So yeah, go and try it. So where we are, beverage of the night. Yes, that's it. Beverage of the night, says Fox. Yes, it is. Well, I went shopping on Sunday, so I thought the rat wrap, so I made tonight's meal with toasted bread and a substitute. Oh yeah, it must be on his fajitas. So good. Graham M says, nice drop, Ted. Lovely with the mixer. It is, and I would think that, yeah, I will probably have finished this by tonight, and I'll be going for another one. It is quite nice. Yeah, sometimes it's nice. It's nice to have your whiskey and a chill with some ice and a sit back and maybe watch the TV. You know, put your house coat on and your slippers, get the pipe out, and sit in the big winged armchair reading a book. And there we go. And you can enjoy your whiskey. But sometimes you just want a nice long drink just to quench the thirst, and this does it. You know, you could be out with friends, instead of having your Bacardi and Coke or your vodka and Iron Brew, yeah, a Hague Club and Coke. So there we go. And Frankie Goes to Hobbywood, thank you very much for your super chat. Well, yeah, it's great of you. Really nice. Thank you very much. It goes towards supporting my channel, because one of the things we found out today when we were sort of messing around with settings and things, trying to make your Monday e-models show even bigger and brighter, I find out that I'm lacking a monitor for the computer, so I can't do everything that all the other guys do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with anything that comes into Super Chat or Patreon. You may know now that I've opened a Patreon page, so if you want to come along and join as crew and get some benefits from it as well, there might be some little secrets, because I'll be doing some, I'm thinking of doing some behind the scenes look when I do the Titanic. When I get the Titanic back on the bench, I'll be doing some behind the scenes stuff for Patreons, so you can come and have a look at that. But Frankie, thank you very much for your super chat, most appreciated. Right, where else are we? Yeah, we spoke about the brew. I've just got to check it again. Yeah, I'm still getting the caramel and the vanilla coming through. Yeah, it's very nice. Vodka and iron brew, says Athol. What sacrilege? Yeah, vodka and iron brew. It's made from girders. Headbutts need to. Yeah, I need to modernize with the second monitor, because yeah, I had to sit there for about an hour just not seeing anything, because they were talking about, and then you drag this over to your second monitor and you can do this and you can overlay this and put, yeah, I just, yeah, but that's where it goes. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to feed everything back into my YouTube channel and bing. Right, well, I suppose we better do something, aren't we? What thing? Where were we from last week? We'd painted all the inside and we'd got that all done. And then we still hadn't decided why there's a gap in the front of this funnel, but yeah, we'll get on with that. We've got some things to glue on the outside of here. Also, I've realised that I've sprayed the inside of this, but there's still some doors and things to go on, and I haven't painted the inside of them either. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So right, yes, but please do. Don't forget, you guys can chat amongst yourselves in chat, which you're quite happy to do. If you've got any questions for me, try and put them in bold, because I can't see, and it's all the way over there. Paul Line said it's a bit like watching Keith Floyd instead of Floyd on Food. It would be Ted on Spirits. Yeah, I'm hoping that if I keep mentioning spirits and whiskey and distilleries and things like that, it might ping up on some of the Highland distillery makers, whiskey makers websites. It might ping on the recommendations, and they might, you never know, they might sponsor me. Could be. Lynn, thank you very much. A $20 donation. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you, Lynn, and much appreciated. And yes, as I said, I'll feed it all back, and yeah, I'll be super professional. I'll leave Fox and Chris and all them standing. But yes, yeah. So I if I keep mentioning like Hague Club and Drambuie and Famous Grouse and things like that, it might get picked up on the algorithms and then shown on some distillery owners' YouTube recommendations. But yeah, it's worth a try. I'll start putting them in my links in my comment. I'll start putting in my tags. But thank you everybody for the monitor. Yes. Thumbs up for Lynn. Yeah, Ted gets paid in booze. Yes, that will get. Yeah, who could complain at that? Sniff standing in the queue at Tesco with a mask on. Yeah, can have this. Yeah, right. I suppose we'll better glue some things together. Yeah, but yes, also thumbs up for Lynn, and don't forget thumbs up as well down here somewhere. Give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, but give us a thumbs up, and it all pushes the algorithms around, and yeah, I start popping up like a nuisance on people's recommendations. But let's have a look at this. What we're going to do, I'm talking too much and not doing any building. So we've done that. We've done that. We haven't done them, so we may need to make two of them, which are B13 and B14, and we could get some glue in. Oh, so you need to mention Albaloa Distillery, Ted. Amazing whiskies at reasonable prices. I've got some Albaloa downstairs. It is a very nice whiskey. Yeah, I gradually built up a little bit of a collection because I've got people to buy me it for presents and things like that, and I've treat myself now and again, and I've got quite a nice little selection downstairs. And the wife said, "Why are you buying all these whiskies? Why you know, are you collecting them or something?" But they keep every time I go to a bottle, it seems to evaporated by a little bit more. So yeah, how she thinks I'm not drinking them. But she knows that yeah, it's not like being alcoholic. It's because I just enjoy a drink. It's only on a Wednesday night. Usually I may have another one sort of during the week, but usually I save it until I'm with you lot, and I could come along and have a nice social chat and enjoy the evening with you guys, which is what it's all about. If I have enough in gin, don't you need two screens because you just can't wait for the double vision to kick in? That's the reason I did. Yeah, that's the reason I need a second monitor. Yeah, and if I get a second monitor, I'll get a big one. Yeah, big. Yeah, I'll get a big one so I can read the chat from all the way over there. And yeah, that will make things easier to see. Yeah, plus this one, I think that's monitor over there, I think it's on its way out because I can't get the settings right on it now, and all the words are in grey, and it's like a grey on grey, so 2 shades of grey, so it makes it difficult to see. Right, so we need two of these now, B13 and B14. And we won't find it on that sprue because that's an A sprue. B13 and B14. There they are. So we need two of these. So we'll cut these off. I should try Albaloa Asbach brandy, as it never evaporates. I think Chris is a brandy drinker. I see on his Sunday night streams he partakes of a brandy. I have had brandy in the past, but I can't say. Yeah, it's just something I don't drink really. I can't say I don't like it or anything. That's good, sweet. So we could glue these two together now. Evaporation of Albaloa is a common problem. Yeah, I know. You've just got to keep taking the lid off just to check, and you've got to keep checking the proof of it. It's just like a bit of a taste test, because once you take the top off, you're not allowed to put, it's law, you're not allowed to put the top back on a bottle without taking some out of it. It's because of expansion and science and things like that. Is anyone after Ted's lid? Because I want to start working on the guess the model I'm building. No, I don't think there's anybody after me. So because it'll be late and we'll all be tired. And I got a very nice phone call. I thought I was going to be at work tomorrow. Not that I mind going to work, because I enjoy the place. But I got a very nice phone call from the boss about an hour ago saying, Ted, you don't need to come to work tomorrow because somebody else is coming to work, so you don't need to come until Friday. All right, I'll see you at 9 o'clock on Friday then. No, don't worry. Don't come until 11. Oh, brilliant. Yes. So, I might. Yeah, I know Chris is on tomorrow night. I might, if everybody's happy and all around and Mrs. Ted's okay with it, I might do another stream, so keep an eye out. So, because I don't have to be up. Now, yes, I can have another drink because I don't have to be at work tomorrow. I think it was going to rain anyway. My wine evaporates easily, says Steve 313. Yeah, it does. All alcohol has a problem. The only way you can stop the drinks evaporating to ensure that they go to the right place is to actually drink them. Yeah. Oh, Jim Beam Red Stag is my favourite. Very smooth and a bit sweeter. I've never tried Jim Beam. I nipped to the shop earlier because I needed some bread, and I just happened to browse the alcohol shelves, and I did see Jim Beam, and I also saw Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels comes in a huge amount of flavours, like apple flavour and things like that. So, yeah, never understood. So, there we go. I'll just glue this one on here. I think these are, I don't think the bollards, they look to me like they could be engine room vents or intakes, something like that. Jim Beam evaporates by the day. Yeah, I have problems, yeah. Oh, really wish I had a beer right now with all this drink talk. Fox, I'll just hang on. I'll yeah, go get yourself a beer, lad. I'll wait. Yeah, nip downstairs, get a bottle, and you can come back up. Bring up. You should know when Ted's on, it's drink and models and chat. I told you it's like being in the virtual pub without the noise and the old man sat in the corner with his dog. There's always an old man sat in the corner with his dog drinking his pint of stout all night. And then there's the rowdy person that always comes in that nobody ever takes any notice of. And football on the telly, nobody's ever watching it. Yeah, we're back to talking about the Great British Pub again. Fox has a serious alcohol problem. He doesn't have any. Oh. Add it to your click and collect or add it to your Tesco.com order. They'll deliver it. There we go. As I said, what I've got now, I've got one of these scratch off charts for whiskey so that I can scratch off the whiskies that I've sampled. So people can always now refer to my chart for whiskies that I haven't had. Mayhem says that is a serious issue, Fox. It is. It needs rectifying. Yes. Yeah, I think fox is the only one that we don't see. I know Colin doesn't drink. Yeah, yeah, we see fox with his glass of water. Just file off these nubs. We can do it all at once. There we go. Frankie goes to Hollywood. Fox, I can send you some German beers again. There you go, Fox. Yeah, get in touch, Frank. Get some German beers. But you've got to wear the leather shorts and the green felt hat. Yeah, that's it. My tripod just decided to fall over. Paul said, Ted goes to a local pub for local people. They're the best ones. They are. Fox knows about Ulverston. Ulverston is a town full of pubs. Well, it used to be. There are one or two that have closed now. It's a little bit different to where it used to be, but it is a town full of local pubs. There's even one called the Old Friends, because people in it are old friends. It's in the least likely place that you would expect to be a pub. There's just row upon row upon row of terrace houses, and then one of these terrace houses happens to be a pub. And you can't really tell it's a pub from outside unless you were actually stood there and saw the sign painted on the wall that it was a pub. But yeah, it's a real friendly pub, and you can go in and it's just like sitting in somebody's living room. Now that the whole place, Ulverston is a bit like that. Granted, one or two pubs have become quite commercial and doing food, and it's really nice that doing food and stuff. Graham, I'm not right. I've not had spice, but I have a double-barreled twin oak version. I take it you're on about Jim Beam, or with that. Yep. I'm only allowed a little quantities of alcohol. That's why I chose good stuff. A little goes a long way, says Graham. And Ted, I never used to drink. I just poured it down my throat and burped. After, yeah. Sometimes it's the burping. You can tell a good beer when you burp again, and you can taste it again. Good. I'll get beers the next shopping order, and I might treat myself to delivery from the Durham Brewery. Ooh, Durham Milk Stout. Yes, we look forward to seeing that on one of your streams, Fox. Yes, do introduce us to Durham Milk Stout. Most breweries, if you know, you can ask for beer by the cask, and they send you one of these. I don't know, might be a gallon cask or something like that with a little tap on it, and you can drink it straight from the cask. There you go. Ted, I remember a video of Foxes drinking beer. I do in the back of my mind somewhere remember. Yeah, it's not something that hasn't happened before. Yeah, we have seen Fox partaking. We want 3 B39s. There's only 2 on there, so the other one must be over there. So this goes here. Cut that off there. I'll try and get the smaller bits glued on before I have too much of that. Rip that one as well, and we want one off there. That's very clever because there's been 4 of them. We must have already used one. Yeah, we have. So we can. We don't need to. I thought we'd have to file them out, but we don't. Deburr them. Oops. Or that way around. Make sure the right way around so that the straps fit into the hinges, and we can glue these from underneath. I miss pubs, says Steve131. I'm not a big pub goer, not as much as used to be in my youth. Well, when you were in the youth, everybody went to the pub, or certainly when you're in the youth, you go to the pub. But I find a lot of pubs now, they're just places to eat. They're like restaurants that serve beer. Other than the ones in Ulverston, I think most pubs these days are trying to sort of, because beer isn't the main income anymore, they've changed to serving food or doing something like that. So they've just become restaurants that serve beer. So you go, have your meal and leave. And I just don't really go out to a pub for the purpose of just going out to a pub and drinking now. It's probably one of the reasons we spend our time at the bench, because that's not our thing anymore. Plus the missus knows where I am. Paul says, I worked in a pub in Essex in a tiny village. It's just one road about half a mile long, and there were two pubs. The only local pub and then the restaurant style pub. Yeah. And I bet what happened, people would go to eat in the restaurant type pub and then go up the road to the other pub and just enjoy the beer. Athol used to come back from Cyprus and being kegs of commandeer, which is a sort of female's drink, sherry. So pubs have certainly changed now. Yes, they have, Steve. So we've done that one. We've done that. Now we'll do these bits and then we'll put the photo etch on. So we want two B15s. That's not that one. There's a B. Where's a 15 at? 13, 40, 15. There it is. Ah, right. They could be these bits here could be actually be winches then, because these are the roller fair leads for said winches. So perhaps they're not engine intakes after all. I'd have a look at the box art, but the box is in a box and it's upside down, so there would be a lot of rattling. Let's have a look. Yes, yeah. I take back what I said before. These are winches. Now we know what we're building. So they go in there thus. So these, the rib defect on here would be to represent ropes or wire. Yeah, that's it. So we've had enough of what my favourite tipple is. What one or two others have already mentioned those. What's your favourite tipple? Whether it be once a year, whether or not, whether you're a non-drinker, what's your soft drink of choice? Your soft drink tipple. What's your celebratory tipple? You know, if you might only have a celebratory tipple at Christmas, like Grandma's Sherry or something like that. So Fox's, of course, is Durham Stout. I get a bottle of port each Christmas. I used to get a bottle of port each Christmas. I used to get it off the wife's aunties. That and a block of Stilton cheese. And unfortunately, it became that I never used to drink all the port. So I'd get a bottle of port, take a couple of glasses out of it, and then it'd go in the cupboard. I do know now that it goes off once you've opened it, but I used to end up with bottles and bottles of port that just weren't opened. So I like the occasional port, but yeah, so in the end I just had to tell the aunties, please don't buy me any more port. But yes, I didn't know that port is, well, it is a wine, isn't it? It's a fortified wine or something. It does have a shelf life. A50. Isn't that what they used to have in the Georgian times when people drank lots of port and developed gout or something like that? Steve131 says he likes an ice Guinness. I like an ice Guinness. I'm not a big drinker of a Guinness, but I do like a Guinness on a sunny Sunday afternoon, sat watching cricket. It sounds like the traditional English British summer time sort of pastime, doesn't it? Sort of being very English and enjoying a Guinness while watching the cricket on a Sunday afternoon. But it is nice. Guinness is nice cold, a nice cold Guinness. So obviously, yeah, for me, it would be a summertime drink. Sarah says port is lethal to her. It's a one drink which I like very much, but goes the wrong way, straight to my head. She gets Brahms and Liszt very quickly. It's not something I do these days. Yeah, when I was young and stupid, used to drink, get drunk, fall over. It's not something, I can't remember now the last time that I got drunk. I sort of know that, whether it's just because I'm old. You sort of know when you've had enough. I find that I can't drink a lot as well. I tend to get full. That's it. Oh, Paul says he got a bottle of vodka, which is brought back as a present from St. Petersburg, which he only drinks on special occasions. But love Jack Daniels and Dalwhinnie's Winter Gold whiskey. That Dalwhinnie, I'm after a bottle of that, because I believe that Dalwhinnie is the whiskey that you actually keep in the fridge, and you serve it ice cold. Somebody recommended that to me, so it's what I'm on the lookout for, and eventually it will join my collection. But it comes in like a shorter bottle, doesn't it? A stubby stubby bottle, and you serve it over ice straight from the fridge. Nothing beats a Guinness and Danish blue cheese. Oh, I've not tried that. Somebody did say though that apparently chocolate goes well with beer. I must have tried it and not realised. Must be something that we've done. Breaking news. Donald, yeah, pardon the politics. Yeah, Donald Trump's been impeached twice. Oh well. Okay. We'll do this. Oh, nothing beats Guinness Danish Blue. I have two favourites. One is Bundaberg rum from Australia. Bundaberg, yeah. Right, yeah, I do not. I've heard of that, which is so hard to find. My other is the Demons Share. It's rum from Panama, once a year only. Ah, Panama. Yeah, I take it they must have been purchased when you've been visiting. Yeah, I went to Australia. Brilliant place. Yeah. Oh, I drink so incredibly rarely these days, says Candy, that I recently gave away 25 bottles of wine that I'd accumulated to a friend. At least one was 25 years old. Oh, I bet they were nice. Right. Right. Oh, I'm just going to do a little moving around of a little bit. How's that? Right. Sorry. Yeah. Just a little bit moving. Whoa. That's a very nice gift, that Candy, to the people. Yeah. But yeah, it's there is some rope in here. I just found the rope for that. So I'm going to have to spend the next few hours trying to thread this through there and round and round. It'd be like sewing, won't it? I'll have to get a couple of pairs of tweezers and feed all this. God, there's lots of it. Yeah, there. Now, why didn't? Hang on a minute. Let's just see how we would have to do this. So that will go through there and through there again. Now it will go through there because I need to hold the end of it. Right, and now that would have to go through there. It's like one of them puzzles you get out of the cracker for Christmas. I wish I'd have found this before. I was thinking it was something you had to do yourself or find yourself. And it's white as well. It's the wrong colour. I would have preferred a hemp type rope. I have got some hemp rope. Remember I was talking about doing the fenders. I'll leave that in there and do it after because it's going to drive me mad. Right. I'll leave that there. Wait, what was I going to do? Yes, photo etch. Losing the chat's going all the way up to the top. Guinness Blue. Sarah Jane, that's the same, or was the same when I used to drink Sambuca, especially black Sambuca. Never tried Sambuca. I believe it's deadly stuff. Wife only allows one glass, Steve. All right. It's the Winter's Gold one you're talking about, and it goes in the freezer. Right. Yeah, I thought it was Dalwhinnie Winter's Gold whiskey. It's a Winter's Gold one you're talking about. It goes in the freezer. Right. Yeah, I knew it was served extra cold, so it goes in the freezer. Obviously, being alcohol, it wouldn't freeze. Or perhaps the water in the alcohol freezes, and you just pour the alcohol, your pure alcohol off. Or Frankie says, I'm drinking water and coffee at work. At home, I prefer a Coke. For that special day, Christmas, I'm drinking Cuba Libre sometime. Right, I don't know what that is. I'm sure God about the gender alcohol. Women can't take as much as men. But I think they can. Yes, it's just how they drink it. Although saying that, we went on holiday. Me and Mrs. Ted. We went on holiday, and Mrs. Ted doesn't drink now. It doesn't drink now. Yeah. And I bought her a drink. I think it was vodka and something else. However, I asked, no, it got served with a straw, and I didn't know at the time, but if you drink alcohol through a straw, it sort of vaporizes it as such. So it goes into your system in high pressure, so you get drunk a little bit faster. And after that, Mrs. Ted doesn't drink anymore. So Lynn says, drink water or Dr. Pepper. Good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I've one or two friends actually who don't drink at all. But I certainly do now drink more for the social aspect of it than actually getting drunk. I can't see the point. I think I've seen too many drunken people in my time. Mayhem said, I think that Sambuca explains how he woke up at a house party in college. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Bundaberg rum was my favourite when I lived in Australia. The Panamanian one he found online. Oh right, I'll have to have a look at that. I didn't experience any sort of. I can't explain. I think when I was just out in Australia, it was just the usual. Can I have a glass of lager or bottle of lager, and it was just like Carlsberg or something like that. Teddy's sewing. Yes, I was trying to sew in. I'll leave that and do that another time. Yeah. Ted run out of glue and now sewing the kit to get it. That's what I was doing. Yeah, alcohol and thread rigging, it doesn't work. It's all in a knot. It's like when you go fishing, isn't it? Yeah, it starts off brilliantly. You have nice long straight lines, and then at the end of it, you just have a huge bird's nest. So yeah, I might just cut it into strands and stick it over the top. Nobody will ever know. Skipper, you might as well rename us Tipple Talk with Ted. Yes, come on. Yeah, I think people have got to know it now. It's tipple. It's model with a tipple. Yeah, modelling with it. Oh, look how much is left. Yeah, I've got half an hour left yet. I might have to go and get another one. I'll put the adverts on and go and get another one. Do you take stabbing? I'll put the scissors away before I do stab myself with them. Cuba Libre is a mix with Coke and rum. Oh, right. I don't know. Learn something every day. next week, what you need to do between now and next week is go out and buy yourself a bottle of whiskey, whatever it is, and then next week, you can buy one of them little miniatures, and then next week we'll come back and have a virtual whiskey tasting, a sampling, and we'll do that, yeah, and I'll spread it around some distilleries. You never know, yeah, it might work. Mrs. Ted doesn't drink now, not since the incident. Back in the day, I used to scare the bar staff at happy hour. Can I get 5 vodka coke in a pint glass? Oh, fatal, yeah, disastrous results. Now then, it does seem that this photo etch doesn't quite fit. I've got no nubs. I've got a little nub on there. I should really sort this out with my knife, but there we go. What I normally cut the photo etch off is I do have some perspex sort of pieces over there that I cut the photo etch out of with a chisel bladed knife, but there's that much stuff in front of the drawer. Yeah, but I managed to do it. It was just a little nub just sticking up and holding it off, so we'll put that there and do the next one. Oh, just reading that. I apologise if I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Drinking through a straw with alcohol with any fizzy makes you drunk quicker. Yeah, it's a possibility. I don't really drink much anymore, save for the occasional treat of beer. It's nice. It's nice when you don't drink all the time, and it is nice just to have the occasional snifter. It's as I said, it's Wednesday nights and Sundays. It's about and I'll have one with you guys, and that will be it till the next time. Unless I have a very rare one during the week, or if I'm having something which will accompany a nice. If I've got some beer, I've got some. I got a pack of 6 bottles of beer that I bought for Christmas. So I bought them before Christmas, and I still have 4 of them left. And one of them was drunk on Christmas Day. And I think you saw me drink the other one on one of these live streams. So yeah, I'm a bit like Fox. It is for the rare occasion, and when company, when for being social. I'm cutting these knobs off. As I say, I'd normally cut them off with, there we go, but I'm being very careful and cutting these bits of photo etch off these grills, and they do fit into there very nicely. He says not fitting. There we go, in there. I haven't glued them in yet. I will glue them in shortly. Oh, Victoria Bitter, says Steve 131. Is it? Try Meridown. Is that the cider? Yeah, it was obviously on your trips to Cornwall, Devon and Cornwall. You have to drink cider, don't you? cider. Yeah, it is cider. So I thought really rough and ready and deadly. Now it all makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure in everybody's youth we've all been silly when it comes to drink, and we've woken up with that promise of in the morning and promise yourself never again. I'm never going to touch everything ever again. Just trying to get some glue without wobbling the camera again. Glue and glaze. Yes, as always. I swear by this stuff now for photo etching. Find the top for it. There it is. Have I cleared it from last time? Yes. So we can pop that out there now. Just a concentration while I glue this. Might as well do this one at the same time. Pop it out. There we go. This one. There's not a lot of parts in this. We're not too far away from the end of the build anyway. What was thinking of might be doing tonight was be sort of weathering, doing a little bit of light weathering and excuse me. I've got a cough. Excuse me a moment. Turn the mic. Yeah, I was thinking about dirtying up the inside. Just give it a bit of a dry brush over this checker plate it's in here, just to give it a touch of wear and tear on the inside, and not this brilliant white paint finish, but maybe do that for another stream. But yeah, we're not really far away from adding some paint. Colin says he woke up in a wheelie bin years ago after a snake bite and sambuca binge. Snake bites. Oh, that takes it back. Snake bites. I didn't drink snake bites, but I just know people that did. Oh dear. There. They're popped into there quite easily, and once you make sure that all the nubs are off them, they do actually fit. So I think we could just take the back of the tweezer and just press the photo etch into the glue, because you guarantee if you don't, it'll pop out as soon as you put the airbrush near it. It'll just blow it out. There we go. Once tried, never again. That's that bit done. I've done that bit. I've done that bit. I've done that bit. I haven't built the chairs, and the chairs will need painting before I can put them in. So let's build some chairs. Let's keep the sewing class for later on. What we're going to do, build some chairs. Get a bit of a mess on this bench now. Certainly tell when I've been building. So we want make 3 B17 and B40. So we want the B sprues again. Only 2 sprues in this kit. 3 sprues. Yeah, that's all there is. So we want 3 of these. How do we make 3 seats? We appear to only have 1, 2. Ah, right, I get it. Now we have got the right number of seats. In fact, I think we've got 4 seats. So we want B40, 2 of them, 3 of them, without cutting the wrong bits off. Yes, remember, read the instructions, otherwise you'll cut the barrels off your cannons. Now, for reference, see the E-Models Christmas live stream. 2, 3. Oh, we want 2 of them. Oops. We could have an extra seat, but this kit lulls you into a false sense of thinking, oh, I've got greeblies, and then it comes up and uses the bit that you thought it could be greeblies, but no. B17. That's 3 of them. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'll spray these, but I won't do it tonight because I'll forget to clean my airbrush. So I wonder where that's gone. I wonder if it's fallen in a box. Oh yes, it has. I was thinking there was a piece missing, but no, it's in the box. So we can clean these up. Don't cut the barrels, says Fox. Yes, don't. Yeah, read the instructions. Make sure what you're cutting off isn't part of the model. Right, we need to clean the nubs off. Do some nub cleaning. We'll spend the next, we'll be like a Fox stream. We'll spend the next two hours cleaning nubs. Get up. You know I love you, Fox. In a manly sort of way. Graham said he slept on a brick wall after a massive session. I had a policeman that woke me up as ever so gently. Sorry to wake you up, sir, but you really need to go home. That's how we were. Yes. Yeah. You couldn't leave people sleeping on park benches because that's not the done thing. You need to escort them home. Or you could just, or if you were really nasty, you could wake them up and see if they wanted to fight you. Yeah, that's what used to happen. Excuse me, sir, are you awake? Fight. Can I have a van, please? One coming in for a drunk disorderly. That's how it, yeah. That's, yeah, when drink gets too much. Yeah, wake up after having a free breakfast. Leaving the police station with a piece of paper in your hand. See you in court on Friday. Oops, dropped it. So we're going to have to hold these a little bit. So a few of us got drunk in Portsmouth once. We crashed out in the back of a transit van, middle of the night, needed to loo, exited the back, fell into the English Channel. Yeah. My claim to fame, oh, not claim to fame, but what got me in the good books with my sergeant once was that the amount of the number of drunken disorderlies I brought in one van on one night. I brought 9 drunken disorderlies in on my own. There was a call came in saying we've had a report of a group of males walking up the hill, all drunk and all walking over cars, causing damage. So, yep, Ted, can you attend? Yep, I was in the van. I was in the van on my own. So, I arrived on scene, and yeah, I could see cars had been damaged, obviously by people running over them. And up ahead was a group of 9 drunken youths. Well, they were a bit older than youths. I think part of a rugby or football team or something like that, who were obviously responsible for the damage. So I drove up to them in my van, and there was lots of banter and shouting and wailing, and yeah, hey policeman, yeah. And one of them said, "Hey mate, can you give us a lift home?" Yeah, of course I can. Tell you what, lads, why don't you all get in the back and I'll give you a lift home. So they did. Yeah, Teddy up. They've got 9 coming in, drunken, disorderly, criminal damage. Pardon? Yeah, they're all coming in. They're all in the back of the van. So yeah, and we got back to the police station, where they thought they were at home because there was no windows in the van. They thought they were at home. Opened the door and led them straight into the police station. Yeah. I was talking to the police station for the next week. Yeah, Ted brought 9 drunk disorderlies. Yeah, so yeah, of course you can, lads. Just get in the back. Of course you can. Oh right, got a lift home, lads. And you get. Yeah, so they all left next day with a piece of paper in their hand and see them in court on Friday. Brilliant. Foxes, many years ago, I went drinking with mates in Manchester, always a bad move, and woke up on somebody's sofa somewhere in Liverpool. All right, yes, yeah, I think you took the wrong bus. Yeah. Yeah, it's when you wake up in the morning and you're in somebody's house and you think, who are you then? How did they get here? Skipper Ted Super's Cop, yeah, wasn't Skipper Ted, but yeah, it was great. Yeah, some of the things that you see, brilliant. Yeah, so I will glue them later. Not glue them. I will paint them later because they want priming and painting properly. I think I might be able to brush paint them, but no, we'll get some paint out and we'll paint them, and then I'll clean the airbrush. Neither the person whose house it was I hadn't a clue how I was there, but they made me a fry up anyway. Oh, that's good. That's good Scout hospitality for you. Yeah, The drunken days of our youth. Well, yeah. Well, we didn't have a care in the world. And we're totally irresponsible. Oops. There we are, there's them. So I think we're about all finished on there. We've just got them to paint. That's been glued in. We've got 3 seats to put in. That's the cotton rope that we got to do. Got to wind it round so it comes off the top half. Yes, I've done that. I've done that. So the next bit would be to put all that on there. Oh. Well, I suppose we could do that now, really. And then just glue the seats in afterwards. Yeah, why not? Let's at least make it look a little bit like it's been finished, or we've made progress. I think we've glued all of about 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 parts. 9, 10, 11, 13, 19 parts. Caught 19 bits. Peter Rogers, good evening, Peter. You can get good drinking session with Scousers or the mix. Right, let's take the sewing cotton out and we'll find this bit. I did paint this bit, or try to paint it, so that if you look through, right, now we need, there are some locating lugs on this, so we need to line it up and see where they go. I think there's a slight bow in the hole, so we may need to do this a section at a time. And with a bit of jiggery pokery we might be able to get it in. Yeah, I think the hole's wasted a little bit, so it's pulling itself in. So I may not be able to glue this in tonight. Let's have we'll persevere a little bit. We've got a little bit of time yet before the show's over. And we can see what it looks like as we get in towards the finishing touches. Don't want to take the locating lugs off, because I think the locating lugs are going to help and hold the hull out. Maybe if we get one side glued in, let that set, and then we can work on the other side. There, I think that with that side in. So what we'll do, I think I'll run some glue along this edge here. take some clamps. Find some clamps. And then just have a tack weld. These clamps are brilliant, but they work on rubber bands, and you sometimes find that when you come to use them, because you haven't used them so long, the rubber band has perished. So yeah, get some more rubber bands. This one's going to be a little bit difficult to hold because it's rounded. Let's get that in there. No, I don't know if you can quite see down there. See how the hull has wasted itself in it. It's bored in a little bit, so I think with some access from the back, once this side is glued and set, we'll be able to master that and get it to stick. But it does seem, other than that, it seemed a fairly good fit. I'm sure around here anything will get hidden, or if not, if there is a gap, it'll certainly get hidden by once we put the fender on. So that's that bit. Clamping, yes, clamping. Put them on the other way around, we can actually stand it. Stand it up. I've had these clamps absolute ages, and they're brilliant. I got them when I was building model boats. I think I got them at a model boat show, and they're good because you can adjust the tension, the tightness of them by just giving an extra loop on the elastic bands. So brilliant. Oh, Ted says, Graham, I said tack weld. I was taken back, transported to better days. Yeah, you got the welder, wouldn't you? And you'd ask him, can you just tack weld this bracket on the bulkhead for you, please? Can you just tack weld it on, see if it fits? Because you know that if it didn't fit, you could just bash it with a hammer and it'd fall off again. But once he welded it on, there was no way it's coming off. Yeah, tack weld. Yeah, just tack weld this for me. Here we go. I wonder what that bit's for. There's a gap there. I wonder if we put anything in there. No, appears not. Oh yeah, yes. There's a little toy. There's a little towing eye there. It says option. Oh right, that's an option there. Yeah, there's a towing eye there, and there's a winch, but that I can't get over what this winch is there because there's a hole in the roof. I can't understand what that winch is for inside this one. Never mind. All right. Oh, that's that. That's that. Just got the seats to go in. I can paint them up. Then next week we'll do a little bit of weathering and we'll put the top on. do know the top does fit in there quite nicely. You know, I think I wouldn't have minded one of these, the real thing. I think it would have been awesome. Because it's a boat tank. Brilliant, isn't it? That's it. It looks, that bit, the bottom bit, the top bit, it looks like a canal cabin cruiser, doesn't it? Something you see on the Norfolk Broads or something, or going down a canal. It looks pretty good. Lynn says looking good. Thank you very much, Lynn. Yes, it does. It does look quite good. Yeah, it's actually a nice substantial model. Something a little bit different. Still have the tracks to put on yet. Still got the hull to finish welding on. Yeah, Graham. Yeah, we can still weld that up after we've tacked the other side. We'll let that glue really go off, and then we're not fighting ourselves trying to get it on. Then we could put the stern bit in, the back bit, the blunt bit, stern. We haven't done the propellers yet either, so that's that. As I say, after that, there's not really that much to do. I'm thinking that maybe next week, if I do less talking and more building, I might get it finished. But yeah, hey, yeah, this is Tipple with Ted on a Wednesday. We never know. Paul Tomasso's in. Good evening. Yes, it does look about like a boat tank. Yeah, it's a tank and it's a boat. What colour is the outside going to be? It's going to be grey. But I think I can do it. Hang on, standing up, trying not to knock the camera. I think we can do it a Kriegsmarine grey by doing blue growl, which is blue growl 581. Blue growl, yeah. We could do it like a that colour, or we can do a dunkelgrau. Dunkelgrau could be better. What colour does it say in the? Does it actually give? Sure, it gives colour suggestions. Or is that on the box? Here we go. Right. Field grey, field green, steel, dark sea grey. We could do it that one, or we could go really easy and just do that one, which is green, red. Right. Riga, Soviet Union, 10th 941. Now we don't want that. Dievenhau on the island of Wollin in the Baltic Sea, Germany, 1940. Could be something like that. Yeah, it could be. A, right, it says A. So it could be field green. That doesn't look green to me. Athol, okay folks, time again, tablets and coffee, then a biddy bye. Good night, Athol, thank you for joining us. Oh, I'd love to sail one of them down the Trent and Mersey Canal. Those narrowboats were moving out the way quite swiftly. Yeah, nobody getting away with one of these. Paul says, Ted, what is that set? It's the set that I painted the U-boat in, which is The Kriegsmarine U-Boot-Waffe German Navy World War II set. So it's the Kriegsmarine. It's by Life Colour. Get it from eModels. The colours in it are pretty darn good, and well, you'll have seen the submarine. Yeah, you've seen the submarine. They are pretty good colours. This, I'm trying to remember which it is I did the hull of the submarine in, because it really looks it's one of it. It's almost like one of these colours that you see on cars. When you see it from a different angle, it changes colour, because the hull was a blue grey, and then when you looked at it again in another angle, it was like green. So I'll have to research and try and remind myself what colour I did the hull for the submarine, because that is the colour that'll do this. I might be really arty and try the camouflage colour. Might. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do it grey, nice and deathcore corpse, that is. Yeah, Warhammer. Warhammer it up. Get Fox. Get yourself one. Warhammer it up. Be brilliant. And then turn up at the Warhammer store with one of these deathcore. Yeah, so that's it. And yeah, it's got a really nice dark camouflage, then a bright orange life ring. Yeah, that's what they do. So I shall be using one of these, and they spray really good. So yeah, I will be spraying it one of these colours. And yeah, the dark sea grey as well. I would have said that was black. So B, steel, C. Where's C at? Dark sea grey. But it looks like there's some black on there, and then there's red and there's green. Where at? D, green, red. Right, for the navigation lights. Yeah. So this one. Land-Wasser. Oh, yeah. PZ Ab. Yeah, whatever that is. Probably version 100. Whatever. Some paints may not be available in your country. Please check your local hobby store for substitute. That'll do. That's that. That's that. Now. Right, I see. Great. What else is there? Let's have a look back at the chat. Oh, a mayhem mug. Does that colour change? Could Warhammer it or turn it into one of those transformer things? Says Pete Rogers. Did get a notification you were on tonight. Oh, sorry, Graham. Yeah. Just check the bell. YouTube did that to me once. It sort of did an update, and all the subscriptions that I thought I'd subscribed to were unsubscribed. I was still following them, but all the subscription bells had become unticked. So just double check it anyway. Anybody that's out there in Chatland, just check your subscriptions down here and the notification bell are both ticked, and you'll get notification of when I'm live again. As I said, there may be a possibility that I could go live tomorrow. I know Chris does his at the fireside, does his chat on a Thursday night, but it's a bit of time after he's gone, so I might be around again. Might do something else. I still have another project on the go that I'd like to do some live streaming for, or sort of do something about it. Right. YouTube is rubbish at actually notifying subscribers of channels. It's best just to check your subscription tab. Yeah, keep checking. That's what I do with the guys, just to check when people are on and things like that. because it's Colin's channel is one that I don't get notified when it goes live. But yeah, so that's it. So do check them. It doesn't always work, but click the bell anyway. It's worth it. Yeah. Right. It looks like we've sort of reached the end of the build for the night, because I need to let this glue dry now and get my sewing needles out to try and some way thread all this through here and put it on the winch. It does tell me the length, so no doubt they give me too much. 600 millimeters. 57. 7. Oh yeah, there's far too much. 57. 58, 59, 63. There, right. So yeah, it's about half. Oh well, not as much as I thought to do. Click the bell, Ted. Yeah, I did click the bell, Cole, but yeah, it doesn't tell me when you've gone live. Yeah. Right, I think I'll leave it for tonight. Yeah, we've done all the building we can, and I've finished my Hague Club and Cork, and it was very nice. That was too. Yes. So yeah, we'll leave it for tonight. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in, and don't forget, as I say, I do now have a Patreon channel. If you want to join the crew, want to come on a great voyage and wear a pirate hat and things, you're most welcome to. Yeah, if you can. But anyway, we'll leave it for tonight, and I'll see you again. If not before, I'll certainly see you again back on Monday. In the meantime, there's Fox and Chris and Colin all doing their stuff, so do follow them as well, and they've got Patreons and super chats as well. But thank you very much. It's really a nice feeling to know that I do have so many of you guys across in Chatland that come and watch and take part and interact in the chat. It's really nice to spend some time at the bench with you. But anyway, I'll leave you to it, and thank you all again for joining me, and I'll see you all again. Yeah, all right, we'll leave it. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't go out, don't go anywhere, don't do anything. Just stay at the bench and watch us all. Good night now. Good night. Good night. Where's the buttons? There's the buttons. That one. Bye.